New car. The pledge of allegiance, all right. You want to lead us, Mark?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let the roll call show we're all present and we do have a quorum. Those would like to join me in prayer at this time. Gracious and loving Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight to serve our community. We ask for your wisdom and guidance for our government body. Grant us the discerning hearts to make decisions, bring peace, stability, and prosperity to our town. Help us work with harmony and act with integrity and fairness for all citizens. May this meeting be productive and focused on the common good. We pray for your blessing upon this work. Amen. Approval of the agenda. Have a motion to approve the agenda.
I need to make a motion to amend the agenda for on 13A for permits for consumption for this weekend's.
Okay,
Is it under hot summer nights?
we have a second.
Second amendment.
Been moved to second, under permits for alcohol consumption, trucks, summer nights. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion passed. The affirmative, did we have anybody abstain from that? Okay. All in the affirmative. We have a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I move that we approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Been moved by Councilman Nordine, second by Councilman Whitener to approve the agenda as amended. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion is not affirmative. Do we have any communications from citizens tonight? Do we have anybody online? Oh, we have.
Yeah, me again.
Please come up to the microphone. Good to see you again.
My name's Kenny Keller. I have a company, the KT's Grab and Grub. Been trying to get that started for a year now. And I came to you guys, see if I can get a loan, $35,000 to get a food trailer. And to see if I can also maybe purchase that land, 503 West Second Street.
We would need a proposal and everything brought for us.
Of course, I have business plans here
Sure.
for whoever wants,
Sure, there's something we'd have to take under review, but yes.
of course. So you two want business plan? Because I sent them one already by email.
I'll take a copy.
Yeah, you sent the town one. Is that what you're saying?
sir.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it.
I'll take it.
So like I said, we'll.
Okay.
We'll review that.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet. Any other communication from citizens? None being the consent agenda, can I have motion to approve the minutes August 1st or August 11th, 2026 regular meeting? Have a motion to approve the minutes.
Move we approve the minutes from August 11th, 2026.
Councilman Stetler moved to approve the minutes. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Whitener. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion passed on the affirmative. Trailhead Project, pay app number 3, LCI, 51,559.83. Can I have a motion to approve that pay app?
I move that we approve.
Been moved by Councilman Nordine. We approve the pay app. Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Second.
Been seconded by Councilman Whitener. Discussion.
I'm abstaining from the trailhead stuff.
Noted. Councilman Stetler is abstaining from any discussion on voting on the trailhead. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye to approve the pay app number 3 for 51,559.83 for the trailhead. Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion approved, all in the affirmative.
I guess I should have asked this sooner, my fault. This is the final payout to them?
No. I don't believe.
There's still a balance, right? 66,000.
66,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Right.
Move, any further questions?
Does that keep us on track or is that gonna put us over budget? Does that keep us on track? Is that gonna put us over budget now?
After this payment, there's 66,000 left for anything. For final payment. There's 11,000 withheld in retainage. So the final payment will be at least 11,000 minus any additional work that they have.
Okay,
So I don't, yeah. So
just kind of depends on where it comes in.
yeah, so the retainage is 11,000. So final work, $50,000 worth of. I don't think they're billing anything else. So as far as I'm aware. Well,
We have electrical, right?
That's included in,
It was included in that?
yeah, they put it as a change order,
Okay,
so it's included in that payment.
CO3 electrical, 20,515.
Then we have another one on here for LCI for $6,000. Part of it.
Yeah, that's all the bills that are included in this payment. There's all that.
This LLC, it says up to 8/17 and that bill's on 8/18.
Yeah.
That was all my concerns.
Yeah, that's not, but that's included. It's not a separate bill we're paying separately. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, that was their invoice for the change order. And then they included that when they sent the pay app number 3 as part of it. So that payment's part of that. So
Okay.
51,000.
It just didn't fit with the date.
Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
ready to move on? Okay, let's approval of the bills, August 12th, 2026 through August 25th, 2026. Have a motion to approve the bills. Been moved by Councilwoman Harkey. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Whitener. Discussion.
The only discussion I have is, did we get a second opinion on the printer?
He came out and serviced it. So
Was
we're
that
gonna see what it's doing. And then,
Keep our fingers crossed, is that?
yeah,
There was a mystery page I thought that you said they found that was crumpled up there that was causing it to, that they found.
yeah, it was one of the areas that's not normal. Where you see it? He showed me about this. This is how the organ, so it's hit and that and.
That was the only question I had regarding bills.
If there's no other, all in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed the same. Motion puts on the affirmative. Public Works, you're up.
Good evening, there, Mayor Highsmith, council members. I have an update on the electrical work that has been ongoing down at the trailhead last week. Electrical Dynamics has installed all of the electrical hardware in the meter box and the main disconnect on the outside north wall of the building has been installed. Everything else is installed, the lights, the fans, whatever you had to put in inside the restrooms. That's all it's all. We're waiting for the power company to come in and install the electrical pole and transformer and the line to run to the bathroom. I don't know when that will be. I was hoping this week, but I haven't heard from on that part. As for the tank road up at by the tank, LCI has, let's see, last Thursday, they brought in a skid steer, thinking they were just gonna cover that little bit of exposed microgrid. Mike talked to them, said, no, you're gonna need to bring material in. So they just left their skid steer parked at well 6. And I haven't seen them come in yet as of late to bring any material in to cover those 2 exposed parts on that that geogrid fabric.
Mike, have we done any measurement to see how deep it is in multiple spots? Maybe see how much material they should be bringing in to make it right?
Yeah, I could get a measurement tomorrow.
Yeah, okay,
I'll get up and measure that.
yeah, because it may be more than they think, I don't know what they did.
Yeah, it's quite a ways. I mean, it's probably about 75 foot.
Yeah,
Don't know which is the road, and it's supposed to be 6 inches. So.
yeah,
But yeah, I can do that tomorrow.
okay, thanks.
Get that done. And on September 8th, HGL, the subcontractor for Wyoming DEQ, will be here to complete the last PFAS testing for our initial monitoring. I did one last April. That one was all non-detects for PFAS. That one we paid for, but then after I done that one, an EPA said, we'll pay for it. So I let them do the second one. Because it's kind of a spendy sample. So they'll be here on day after Labor Day, on the 8th, Tuesday, I think it is, to do that. And me, Mike, and Bart will all be there for the training. I've already done a lot of this PFAS testing in the past, so I'm pretty well sure. And I took their online quiz and looked at their video and read all their paperwork that they sent me. So I'm ready for those guys. That's what I've been doing, was getting the sampling sites ready. I ordered some pipe dope that doesn't have PFTE in it. It's a cousin to PFAS. So today I changed out my sampling tap over at well number 4. And the one I use at the valve cluster below the tanks, I changed all that out too today. So I'm just kind of getting things ready for it. But that's about all I have.
Is that white? Is that pipe built sort of white colored?
No, it's blue.
It's blue, huh?
Yeah, I just don't have PFTE in it.
Yeah, I've used some white, years ago. It was
Yeah,
white.
yeah, that stuff has that PFTE.
Yeah, okay.
This other one doesn't.
It's Teflon free.
But I just used the dope. I couldn't find no Teflon tape that doesn't have that
Okay,
PFTE.
yeah,
Because all Teflon tape is made out of it.
yeah.
So I cleaned everything up and got them ready.
Thanks, Mike.
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Permits, would you like to read the permit application?
It's August 29th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at the Town Plaza for the Day in the Park car show and concert. Approximately 200 plus attendees. Based on years past, about approximately 80 plus might have a beer or consume any kind of alcohol at the park during the concert. And it's the final event for Shoshoni Hot Summer Nights.
Have a motion to approve. Been moved by Councilman Harkey. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Nordine. Any further discussion?
I don't think I need to abstain. It's not financially making me any money.
So noted.
Thank you.
So noted. All in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed the same. Motion passed all in the affirmative. Move on down to the round table. Am I missing anything?
New business.
Oh, Economic Committee recommendations. There we go. Who's representing the Economic Committee tonight?
So I made sure they got sent out with the packet. We wanted to have a meeting, but we had only 2 members that were present. So we weren't able to actually have a meeting. So I made sure it was in the packet. So we're just have to take it right to council essentially. So it says recommendations, but we were not able to have the meeting because we didn't have enough people on the board there or on the committee to attend. So. And I assume everyone has had a chance to read the applications for the 2 different funds. I'll go over them. At the last council meeting, we brought the TAD money back to Shoshoni's control initially until the chamber at their request got their house in order. And so we also added $4,000 for economic events for the year into the budget. And then these recommendations, or the request, I should say at this point, was for advertising and the other aspects of the concert and the car show was $1,500 for TAD, which I think I included in that the description of what TAD covers, I believe, in that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the difference between TAD and economic,
Right.
just for everybody listening, is that economic events allows for things like artists and singers and concerts and things of that nature, versus TAD is more directly attributed to advertising and bringing people to get people to come to Shoshoni. So 2 different pots of money, 2 separate aspects of it, which is why there's 2 applications. The second application was for the car show. Well, sorry, the day in the park and the concert aspect of it. Years past, we've had, I think last year we had almost 500 people for the car show over throughout the day. And then, the concert's about 200. So not everybody stays, they stop by as they're traveling through town, and plus all the locals that come and bring their cars and their families and friends that'll show up and partake in there. And that was requested 2,000. And the breakdown of where that's going is in the application. Scroll down to it somewhere here. So the musical artist is 1,500. And then with that, we have to have DJ, the sound equipment to put that out there, about 1,000. And we also rent the bouncy houses for the kids. So looking at about almost $4,000 for that aspect of the show. And then the rest of that's covered with our donations that we receive from like Fastlane, our other sponsors throughout the county. That carries over from the 3-on-3 into this. Based off sales data that we were able to get from Fastlane and compile over the last couple of years, the return on investment is about $2.50 for every dollar to the local economy. in their increased sales for local businesses. And that doesn't include local vendors that come out and sell popcorn or wares or whatever else they want to sell during the day in the park aspect of it. We don't have a tabulation for that. Just biggest business we have obviously is Fastlane. And so that's about the return of investment that we have for the event to the local economy. I think that's it. Any questions?
Have a motion to approve $1,500 out of TAD. Is that the,
Motion.
and can we want to do this in one motion or do it two separate, chief?
They're two separate pots, so
Okay, let's
probably
do that.
probably better to do it separately.
So, Councilman Hartke motion, we approve $1,500 of TAD money to Hot Summer Nights. Believe, can I have a second?
Second.
Been moved by Councilman, second by Councilman Stetler. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion passed all in the affirmative. Can I have a motion to approve out of the Economic Development Funds, $2,000 for Hot Summer Nights and the car show.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved by Councilman Hartke, second by Councilman Nordine. That we approve $2,000 out of our Economic Development Funds. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion passed all in the affirmative. Yeah, that's a great event every year.
Brings a lot of activity and life into the town.
Yeah. For those that were plumb against the town plaza, look what that brought to us. A venue to do something like this. Now we're down to round table. Councilman Whitener, would you have anything you'd like to add?
Just the car show, I think is gonna be bigger than years past. We've had a lot of people in the Riverton car community, if you will, that have reached out. Typically, we do this the following weekend of us doing it, so we've kind of pushed it up a week early, to allow families to still utilize Labor Day weekend to go camping one last time, etc. I do think that there's going to be more here because of that situation. But again, you just don't really know. We did add a bike class that Strokers out of Lander is kind of tailoring, and they're going to actually manage and run the bike class. But we did add the bikes to it. And so I speculate it's going to be bigger than it's been. I don't know what that will look like, but nonetheless, good family friendly event. Things for the kids to do. Just a pretty good day, all in all. But if you're not doing nothing, come support. Really all I got.
Councilman Nordine.
So I have a couple things. The next step in getting the land transfer for the rifle range, the 70 acres from the BLM to the town, is an environmental ESA, environmental survey assessment. So environmental survey assessment. And so the early bids and prices we had on that was around $5,000 to $10,000. And so the BLM said, go out and find somebody to do this, because that's the next thing we have to do. And they said, I think Enberg Miller does that. Well, indeed they do. And they're in the $5,000 range. And so I went, that sounds like where we need to go. So it's a part of the process of getting that transfer done. So Enberg Miller they put together the proposal, and they sent it to me. The mayor was included in on that just as a courtesy. And then it got sent to the BLM office in Lander. They went through it and said, please add the BLM to the parties part of that, who it's for, and we did. And so since Enberg Miller did that, it got sent back to Lander and the BLM has approved it. And so we're ready for signature and ready to go. And it's $5,000. And the rifle club is going to pay $2,000 of that. So I thought that was a good thing to do. So the other three, the town would be doing that with that money, Chris, that we had talked about in the budget process before. So I think we're good to go. I'll print it out and bring it in because we'll need to print a copy for it. And then Mayor, I'm assuming you would be the one who would sign that.
Do we have it in our budget is my question.
Yeah,
We have it in the budget where we spend them. Okay.
Yeah, I remember, we budgeted, I think it was 8,000
I think you told me 10.
or 10 or
I'm going with
10,000.
10.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was included in the budget for the rifle range. Because we were looking at the grant and
Okay.
the town match for that at the time during the budget.
Okay. Or just wanted to make sure we had that, just make sure we had it covered.
Yeah, we did. Well, we did.
So,
Thank you.
okay.
So that's coming. So I'll get that in tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay.
All right. And then would it be better if I just sent over email to you? Because I could copy you, Chris.
Sure.
Kim in on that process. I call him Chris earlier. So anyway, I'll send it through email. That way you can print it out and do what you need to do. But anyway, it looks good to me and looks good to the BLM and everybody's happy and yes, sir.
If I may, so with the Job Corps plan and all that to help out, so this has to come through and be done before you can do the improvements or?
It has nothing to do with Job Corps and the improvements. The BLM has already approved what we plan to do for the improvements. So
Okay.
this is for the land transfer from the BLM to the town. So kind of same property, but different. things
Different
going.
projects.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask you what the status was or what we needed to do about the Job Corps.
Well, they've been having some trouble finding an instructor for the maintenance side, and they want to get that person hired. Right now, it's being that they have somebody, they recommended that person for hiring to the union because it's a union shop at Job Corps. And so they are waiting for the final approval from the union to be able to do that. Get that hiring done. With that done, then they're gonna be ready to go.
So the holdup's on there and.
Right now it is, but to be
That's all right.
honest, we've been just going through the process to figure out the best way to do this task that
Right.
we want to do. They have equipment. There's some debate as to whether their equipment's large enough for the project that we want to do as far as the hillside getting removed and also moving the berm. You know, so I think moving the berm's not so much the problem, but there's some stone in the line of sight for the 400-yard range that we'd like to get removed. But so do we have the right equipment for that? So we've been looking at blasters. The mayor's been helping with that. Jordan's had some suggestions as well. So people are working on those things, but it's sandstone. And I think the last thing I got from you, Mr. Mayor, was let's let the Job Corps try and see what they can do. They have a ripper, so they should be able to rip and get that apart. So that could be fun. It's a ripper on what? On what is the question? Is it big enough?
I
or what?
believe they have something similar to a D6, is what I was told.
Yeah.
Sorry to interject.
No, that's fine. I wish we I just like to make a motion to get a D9 with a ripper so we could just get this over with, but that's just.
So that's an actual item and you'd actually have to bring that up at our next meeting. I don't know if we got a spare 120,000 laying around the rent one.
Was that the cheap one, the used one? Yeah.
Well, it's a rent one.
Okay, let's do that. That's about 120,000 too. It's not, but it's still pricey. The next thing I had to do with so since the town is basically managing the TAD funding until the chamber is at the point where they feel they want to get that funding back. For bills that are out there now that the chamber was going to pay and had agreed to pay, should those just be submitted to who here at the town to get those paid?
What bills, I guess, are you referencing that?
Yeah, this is the scrapbooking project that's about pretty close to $1,000 that was promised from the chamber to be able to do this scrapbooking project that's being done.
That was, they had private donation for that.
There was some, but I think there was.
But if the chamber was gonna do other stuff, they have to submit receipts for advertising stuff, and we actually approved it, months ago, and we have the check, but they have not submitted the receipts for it yet to receive the check.
So who should they be just given to? Who here at?
Myself,
Okay,
or the clerk
Or the
is
clerk.
fine. But yeah, we have the funds are there. They just have to turn in the receipts for
Okay.
stuff.
that's fine. I just needed to know who. And it makes sense it would be you guys, but I just wanted to get that validated so that could be done.
Yep.
Okay. I'm done. Thank you.
Councilman Stem.
Were you gonna talk about the grand opening?
Yeah, but you can too.
It's all right.
That was what I was, I'll spend longer doing it.
I went to the grand opening of Cowboy State Trailers last weekend, and that's great to have a new business. I know Harold and Pam have been working on this for literally years. So it seemed like they've got a pretty decent inventory already with stuff coming, and it's great to see a new business open. And we did everything they asked of us, and as far as the permits and rezoning, and they did everything. I'm just happy to see a new business, so I wish them well. It's good to be there for their grand opening.
It was good food too. Everybody
Oh,
did
yeah.
go, missed out on some good chow.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Good company, pretty good turnout, all in all.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day too, so hopefully that, I know they've put a lot of time and effort into planning it, so they got a good foundation to have a long time successful business there. So
And it's, price, or their pricing is good also.
I didn't
If you're
ask.
looking to buy a trailer, I mean, their pricing is well within reason. Nope. Anything else?
Nope, that was it. That's about it for me.
Councilman Harkey, or do you have anything done?
Good.
Well, I'll touch on a couple things. We're still pushing forward. Chris and I are getting pretty close, getting everything done the state is looking for Wyoming cardiopulmonary. We've been sort of working together and trying to cross the T's and dot the I's. It's Lisa Burridge. We need to be talking more with her a little bit more, and so we can move forward on that. I did get some pricing pretty reasonable for power to bring power in, but I don't have my pricing from the gas company before we could get these lots available to sell on the east end. And so, but
Did we, I'm sorry to
Please.
interject, but did we
Please,
want to
Councilman.
revisit the minimum square footage requiring after her?
yeah, I was getting there.
I apologize.
I was getting there, and it's, in fact, I intend to probably have that on our next council meeting to look at that. To look at how we're gonna best handle that issue. And I want to have some ideas from her, and ideas how we're gonna be best way for the town council to handle those issues. And hopefully we should have that ready for our next council meeting. But that is something that we need to sell land. That we do.
Division's not that we are or want to be like Casper and Mills, but.
Well, we do not want to be.
But the subdivision she's done this business on there are really nice.
No, we're really lucky. She took a liking to Shoshoni and decided to jump in and give us some guidance. And figure out the structure on how to sell the land and that sort of stuff. So, no, that was good. you know, the election came out, we have our two council members that were up, that are incumbents, are both moving forward. Councilman Whitener is moving forward in the mayoral race. I am not. And I wish everybody good luck in that moving forward. It was about an average turnout for Shoshoni on, you know, primary, so that was, you know, it was good to see that many people voted. But other than that, my plans is to continue to work on. I got 4 more months of things that are very important, I believe, to the town of Shoshone that I'm gonna be working on. Wyoming cardiopulmonary is one, and our subdivision is another. We need housing. So I'm gonna continue to put my effort towards those 2 projects. But I really don't have any. I probably forgot something, but I'd take a motion to adjourn if everybody else is done.
Before we're done with that, I just would like to
Please go ahead.
take a moment to thank you for your time. I mean, you've given a lot to this town, this community, and you've given a lot away from your loved ones, your wife, probably more than anybody, your family, and your effort, and the time you've poured into this town should not go unnoticed. It's not an easy task to be a mayor or a council member at that fact. You have a vision of your own, and you have ideas that can make the town better, and not everybody agrees, and it's hard at times for sure, especially when there's an outpouring one way or the other. But I can say in my time of sitting on the other side down there as a community member who strongly voiced opinion for a long time, and sitting here, I do think that your heart has been collectively in the best interest of this community. And I think your time to this town should not go unnoticed by anybody, whether they're a supporter or a nayer. There's been past mayors that I've seen in this town that have not put in half of the time you have, so thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that we always don't all agree on everything, but I've been retired, so I had time to put. You know, so take nothing away from the past mayors that had full-time jobs and were mayors, so in any event, but I appreciate that.
Definitely not taking anything away from the past. I'm just saying you've put a lot of time in.
Yeah. Well, I try to, and I appreciate that, and it's
I'm just saying it shouldn't go unnoticed.
well, we all make mistakes. We don't always go the right direction. I always did the best I thought I was doing, so, and appreciate that. Any other comments from the audience or anything? If not, I had a motion and a second to adjourn. No further discussion. All in favor to adjourn this meeting, the Shoshone Town Council, say aye. Aye, oppose the same. Motion passed. 7:43 could be one of our fastest.